Well, it's Friday, the 24th of January. Not a lot been happening this week, really. Last weekend, I did manage to bump into Fran and Rich again as they popped into the Marina and very kindly bought me a cup of coffee. So very nice to sit down and have a nice coffee and a chat with them. And then we said goodbye. Yes, they both chose a beautiful day to call into Tattenhall Marina. Take care. See you later. They were soon on their way into the beautiful city of Chester. And those of you that have watched their latest vlog will know that they had a little bit of fun in Northgate Deep Lock. Yes, looking at their vlog, that has made Sandy and I change our plans for next week, as we were looking at perhaps going into Ellesmere Port ourselves. But maybe not now. See you soon, folks! Yeah, great to have another catch up with them. Really nice people, as I say, and I'll leave a link to their channel below. This week, yesterday, quite a difficult day for me yesterday. Went to hospital again. And, oh, hello. Yes, I know. But I'm all right now. Thank you. Yep, went to hospital again, and the consultant then informed me that I was going to have laser in both eyes that particular day. My right eye, you're looking at this, it's inverted, but this is my right eye. Needed laser to cortisone some hemorrhaging that I had in the eye. And my left eye, as you know, I had a new lens fitted a few weeks ago. And unfortunately, I had a build-up of something underneath the lens, so they had to use a different laser to laser that one. So yesterday wasn't a very good day. I don't know what Chip's doing here. I don't know what he's doing. He's actually looking at the telly. The telly's on in front, and he's having a nose at the telly. But yeah, so a bit of pain. I've got a bit of a headache now. Had a nice morning. Been for a ride on a boat. Kevin and Marie were looking at a boat, and if you want to have a look on Chug a Bug on Facebook, you can see some pictures that I'm sharing on that. But it's Friday, so we got the weekend here, so looking forward to a nice weekend off. Well, it's 9:45 on January the 27th, and it's a Monday. First thing I would like to say is happy birthday, sis. It's my sister's birthday today, and I know she's in London with her family and everyone and the grandkids. You have fun, sis, and Brian and Emily. Unfortunately, I had a rough night, though, last night. Had a bit of an upset stomach and a sickness bug, hot and cold sweats all night. A long night, and I don't feel very good now. I feel very weak, so I'm going to get myself a little bit of toast and another cup of coffee and try and chill out. The boys have had a run around, they've had a walk and done their ablutions, and now they're having their breakfast, so we'll see what the day brings. Oh, good morning. It's 5:25 on January the 28th. It's Tuesday. I've just got the fire, just stoking that up. It's been going on all night 'cause it's very cold outside. Sandy, believe it or not, has left for work probably some 25 minutes ago. We've been up for nearly an hour and a half. Looking good, aren't I? Yes, morning head. So I'm going to go and have a nice shower now, get myself sorted as I'm working this morning. But the good news is, good sleep. My little bad tummy bug has buggered off, so I'm quite chuffed about that. So I'm feeling good. The boys are still flat out. They're snoring like good ones. I might even walk up the workshop later and we'll have a look what they're doing up there. Well, I'm all showered, fire's on and the boat's warming up lovely. And even more important, kettle's on. And there it is, folks, my breakfast. So that's it. I've got my breakfast. Oops. Got my breakfast and I'm going to enjoy it. Yes, I do. It's a yoghurt, a banana and a cup of coffee every morning. Great to start my day. Except when we're on the cut sometimes, and then I much prefer a blimmin' big fryer. Well, it's now Wednesday, the 29th of January, and truth be known, I didn't get up to the workshop because I haven't really been feeling too good the last week or so, but I'm feeling much better this morning. The sun's out, and according to our new weather station, it's just over 6 degrees outside. And here is our little weather station. It stands on its own, but it gives you an indication of what the weather is. It's got the time, outside temperature and humidity. Sorry, inside temperature. I wish that was the outside temperature. Inside temperature and humidity, and then outside temperature and humidity is down in the bottom right-hand corner. It's a cracking bit of kit. It's got a date. It's got a night light on it if you want it to light up. It's got an alarm and everything else. And the outside temperature is governed by a little monitor that I've attached to a little bracket there on the cratch cover outside. So it does give us a good education of what the weather's like, or a good indication rather of what the weather's like outside. Very cheap off one of the local auction sites on the internet. Fantastic little gadget to have. Brilliant. Right. Yes, it is a brilliant little bit of kit, and I'm so glad that we got it. Now, when I get to the workshop, there's Ron making his fenders. Okay.
As you can see, it's a button with wings to go on the bow. So now what I'm doing here is what you call hitching. So put your Swedish fid, put that through, and now you've got 12 metres to pull through. Doesn't take long, as you can see, and that is a hitch. That hitch from there to there takes 3.5 inches of rope. The whole thing will take you 2.5 hours to cover, and at the end of the job you've done 48 metres of cord around the whole thing. Inside, as you can see, inside is rope. This is mooring line off the ferry from a certain part up on the Whittle. Say no more. And that's it.
Yes, thanks very much, Ron, for your help with that. And these, commonly known as V-fenders, are there to protect the bow of your boat.
Oh, another thing you can see, I've got the hook on the back, shackled on the swivel, comes across onto it. It should be a sailmaker's bench hook here, but it's in the other workshop. And what it does, when I pull, it doesn't fall over. It keeps a good tension on it.
Well, I left Ron to his work. Didn't want to hold him up too much, and I went to have a look at this CRT working barge. It's a barge called Adderley. Was built in 1988, and she really is looking good considering she's 32 years old. Keel Boats, which is our workshop here at Tattenhall Marina, have done a lot of work on Adderley with a new paint job, blacking on the hull and new decking. In fact, she looks like new. Good for another 32 years. Yes, Keel Boats is very handy to have here in Tattenhall Marina, as any work related to your boat can be done up here. Anything down to blacking, rewiring, replating, repainting, any work can be covered. All sorts of boats in all shapes and sizes are catered for here, and indeed if you are a liveaboard you can still stay on your boat while she's out of the water. There is even a shed if you are having two pack, or even if you want to repaint your boat. And look at those doors. Even the doors are a work of art. Beautiful. This boat has been brought out of the water and being jet washed, all ready for blacking. And I will attempt to leave a link to Keel Boats in the description below. Yeah, so nice to nip up to the workshop this morning and spend time with Ron and Dave and the rest of the lads up there. A very busy place, and there might be some very exciting news that's happening up at the workshop, but I might bring that at a later date. Also, Ron is going to be hosting some lessons in the boathouse on how to make fenders. There will be a charge, but you get to keep the fenders that you're making, and it may include dinner as well, so it will be great. And Ron has in fact made Sandy and I this very, very nice Doughnut fender, and what they're used for is to wedge in between your rear fender, the button fender, and the boat, the stern. And what that will do is just guard our rudder a little bit, as the fender that we've got on there just doesn't quite protect the rudder as much as we'd like. So thank you very much, Ron. Really do appreciate that. And also this afternoon I've just said goodbye to Mark. If you recall, Mark and Lynn came on board Chuggabug, and they're the lovely couple that are now living in a caravan. They're living in a caravan whilst they're waiting for Conliff Boats to build their boat. So they've sold their house and everything and going down exactly the same journey as Sandy and I have. Let's hope it all goes swimmingly and a lot smoother for them guys as it did for us, but we're all going to get there. Well, that's it for this vlog, but Sandy and I have next week off, and we are going to be moving the boat. Hopefully Monday morning we're going to go down to the Cheshire Cat, spend a couple of nights there, and then we're going to have to cruise back as Sandy has some physio. If you remember, she had a fall a while back, so she has some physio for her shoulder. And then hopefully Thursday morning we're either going back to the Cat or travelling into Chester. Depends how Sandy's shoulder is, but let's see what happens. No plans as such, but this boat is moving, so let's see what happens next week, providing there's no hurricane anyway. So all of you, take care, and we'll join you next time on Chuggabug.